Hey guys, this video is for Beck and her username is RJS010. This is just my experience on DNC. She did ask some questions about it or what to expect. And I mean, there's lots of different things. I mean, this is just my experience, and this is what my doctors have told me in the past, right after having the DNC. First off, I was extremely sore afterwards. Um, in order to get off and on the bed, it was hard. It was really, really hard. My legs felt like I don't know, it just felt weird. I guess because by the way that they put you up, so they have your legs on the stirrups, and they're there for long periods of time. Both of my DNCs were, actually, one of the DNCs was an emergency, and the other one was a scheduled. But both of them, I had a lot of discomfort afterwards. To go to the washroom, I felt like because they inserted a catheter, so after they took out the catheter, it depends on what your doctor does. Some of them wait until after the surgery when you're still under, and some of them just wait until you're up and alert and they take it out. With my first DNC, it was just a day surgery, so they did it while I was under. They inserted the catheter and took the catheter out while I was under. The second one, they inserted the catheter when I was under, and when I came out of surgery, they took the catheter out. Because that one, I stayed in the hospital, I think it was like 2 days, 1 or 2 days, because of the amount of blood I lost for my second miscarriage. So, number one will be the discomfort. You'll feel like you have a UTI, so make sure you just stay hydrated. And if you have any type, this is TMI, if you have too much blood or blood clots in your pads, because you're not allowed to use tampons, you need to call the doctor. Don't put it off. Don't say, oh, this is normal. No, if you feel, they basically told me, and this is, my aunt gotten the same thing done, and a few other people that I know have gotten the same thing done. So doctors will say, some of them forget to mention, but most doctors will say, if you feel 2 overnight pads in a half hour, call the emergency room or go to the emergency room. Call the doctor on call, and let them know you're heading to the hospital, because it can be something, you could be hemorrhaging or something like that. So be aware, especially blood clots. You're not supposed to have, I think, the biggest that they say that it's normal is like the size of a dime. But if you start seeing that it gets bigger, go in. Don't call, just go in. Because you never know what could happen. Luckily, when I had my first miscarriage, first DNC, I mean, the blood, and all the blood clots and all that it wasn't bad. Second time around, I was in bed rest, and I had hemorrhaged right before they took me into to do the surgery. So that's the way that they stopped my hemorrhaging, is put me under and did the DNC. So those are some good things to look out on. Just make sure you stay hydrated. You are going to be sore, so believe me, with the first day or two, I don't know your situation, but stay in bed. Do not lift anything heavy or anything like that. Treat it as if you just had a baby. That's the best way to treat it. Treat it as you just had a baby. Don't get out of bed unless you had to go to the washroom or stuff like that. You're not supposed to really be doing anything like normal activity to them. You're not supposed to do any normal activity. After the DNC, it depends on what your doctor says. Since mine were because I miscarried, they just tell me to wait for the first time they told me to wait for a full cycle, the second time they told me to wait 3 cycles because I was anemic afterwards. So make sure you take your iron pills as well afterwards. Make sure all that. So if you have any questions about anything I went over, let me know. I mean, there's a lot of information out there, and I just wanted to give you like a background of what I experienced. So if you have any questions about, any more questions about my experiences or anything like that, let me know. I'm more than happy to write make a video. Alrighty, bye.